Cavaliers' late-game push secures victory over Nets. Returning from the NBA All-Star break, the Brooklyn Nets faced a formidable challenge against the Eastern Conference leading Cleveland Cavaliers in their third meeting of the season. Despite showing promise throughout February, Brooklyn was unable to sustain its momentum, ultimately falling 110-97 at Barclays Center. Cam Johnson led the Nets with 18 points on 6 of 11 shooting, but his efforts weren't enough to fend off Cleveland's second-half dominance. Short-handed Nets hold their own early. Although Cam Thomas and Noah Clowney were expected to return following the break, neither took the floor. In response, head coach Jordi Fernandez turned to newly acquired Killian Hayes for an immediate contribution. Hayes made his Nets debut at the 7:27 mark of the first quarter, making an impression by contesting a Darius Garland three-pointer before scoring his first basket off a Keon Johnson assist. Hayes and Johnson injected energy into Brooklyn's offense, with Johnson leading all scorers in the first quarter with 8 points. Despite their efforts, the Nets trailed by 5 heading into the second period. However, Brooklyn's gritty playstyle, which had propelled them to 6 wins in their previous 7 games, kept them in contention. A balanced offensive approach saw 4 starters nearing double figures before halftime, and a 12-2 run late in the second quarter allowed the Nets to take a 2-point lead into the break. Momentum swings in the third quarter. Brooklyn remained competitive throughout much of the third quarter, but the game took a dramatic turn when D'Angelo Russell exited after rolling his ankle 4 minutes into the period. His departure disrupted the Nets' flow, and though Cam Johnson continued his efficient scoring, Brooklyn's defensive cohesion began to unravel. Sensing an opportunity, Cleveland seized control behind Donovan Mitchell. The Cavaliers orchestrated a 17-3 run, completely erasing what had been a 7-point Brooklyn lead and flipping it into a 6-point deficit heading into the final period. Cavaliers take over down the stretch. Mitchell continued his dominant performance in the fourth quarter, pushing Cleveland's lead into double digits. Former Nets head coach Kenny Atkinson, now at the helm for the Cavaliers, ensured his squad remained locked in, preventing any hopes of a Brooklyn comeback. In one of the defining moments of the game, Mitchell nearly delivered a highlight reel dunk over Day'Ron Sharpe, while Jarrett Allen, once a fan favorite in Brooklyn, threw down a commanding alley-oop. Max Strus delivered the final blow, burying a corner three-pointer with just over 5 minutes remaining, stretching the Nets' deficit to 15 points. Cleveland closed the game on a 9-0 run, officially sealing Brooklyn's fate. What's next for the Nets? Now 0-1 since the All-Star break and sitting at 20-35 on the season, Brooklyn turns its attention to a back-to-back road series. The Nets will face the Philadelphia 76ers on Saturday night, followed by a rematch against the Washington Wizards on Monday.